Hello, everybody out there in the land of the internet and internet land. What is bonkin' internet? How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of the Tavern Talk. Yes, hello. Welcome back to another installment of the Tavern Talk. As per usual, I'm your lovely host. I am DJ, and I'm joined by my esteemed co-host. This is Mikey.
I'm supposed to talk. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, talking would be nice.
I'm warming up.
But on today's episode is a fun one, a funny one that warms my heart because I find it absolutely hilarious. Today is going to be...
I'm terrified.
Today's going to be dating disasters. The dating life, the dating scene, finding yourself a suitor, whether it be man, woman, or them. It's going to be a fun episode because I know I have a bunch of dating stories, both good and bad. I'm not sure if you have like dating stories for, that ranging like either good or bad, but I kind of want to just jump right into this because dating is crazy. Like, I've come to the conclusion I'm chronically single. I haven't been on, I guess you could say, a real like traditional date in years. I've hit that point of, you know what? It's kind of fun to just find somebody to hang out with, you click, and then it's just like, hey, I like you, you like me, what's poppin'? Like, I want to get your input. Are you still into the whole dating scene? Like, the whole, you need to court a girl, ask her out, show up to her house with a corsage, and then spend an evening doing bumper cars at the carnival? Well, I mean, you'd probably like doing that part.
I mean, I'm old school. Yeah, I do like the one-on-one time. I do like getting to know each other, but I'm not super formal. If you want to, and this is a real thing, if you want to go to the shitty dive, listen to some music, get drunk and play karaoke, I'm fucking down. If you want to go do something else, I'm still down. That's the give and take. You got to feel each other out. And nowadays, people are fucking crazy. And I'm trying to find a comfortable middle ground because, dude, there's been some absolute psychos out there.
Dude, you're not wrong when I say people in the last, I'd say 5 or 6 years have just fucking...
5 years.
It's nuts. Because, again, just like you, I'm old school. I was from the old school. Like, you know what? I need to go to this girl's house and ask her mom and dad for permission to take them to take her out, and all this other shit. Now, as an adult, just like you, I'm like, let's just go to the bar. Let's shoot some pool. Let's throw some darts, and please don't hit me with the dart, because I've had that happen too. Actually, but in that case, it wasn't on a date. One of my friends is just an asshole.
that sounds great.
In hindsight,
wait.
I'm starting to realize now. In hindsight, my IRL friends kind of suck.
I told you that last week, but I was also drinking, so that could have been a guess.
So then, before we delve into the disastrous things, what would be your ideal first date? What would you want to go and do? I know you said something about a dive bar, but walk through the process from the moment that you guys meet up to the moment that you depart.
So honestly, the easiest thing for me, and I'm gonna say it like that because I do have a little bit of anxiety, and I gotta work myself up to shit like this. The easiest thing and most enjoyable for me is eat simple. Whether it's a meal or we're gonna go visit somewhere that's not too loud, not too crowded. We can get the one-on-one time like this, where we can get to talk and get to know each other. And if something does happen, you now have that experience of and the people are gonna be like, oh, this guy is paranoid. You kind of have an experience of what this person's gonna be like should something pop off. And one of my stories later is gonna tie into this, but yeah, dude, simple stuff. Whether you want to go grab a bite, whether you want to go, and this one was slow and painful, but I want to go to this museum. Sure, I'm not a big fan of that kind of thing, but you know what? I'll take you. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Sometimes it's just been as simple as let's go for a cruise to the country and hang out and watch the stars, shit like that. Although I should have stole your move of singing "Little Piece of Heaven." I regret not doing that now.
Because that was like as soon as it came out, that was every single scene girl's anthem. Because it was just like, he loved me so much that he was willing to murder me. Yeah, bitch, you're now dead.
Yeah. But it's so romantic, though.
So romantical. But I'm in the same boat as you. Like, let's just keep it simple, stupid. I had a girl once tell me that one of her ideal like first dates is she would like to go to a concert for a first date. And immediately I'm like, okay, red flag.
Yep.
Because my first mindset is, well, A, who are we seeing? Because this will determine if there could potentially be a second date. But B,
okay,
it's extremely loud and
mm-hmm.
what's your favorite color? Turpentine. What?
It's not personable, and you don't get to make a connection. You're there both experiencing the concert, which as a couple is fine. Once you're established and you know what that person's all about, you two could just vibe and have fun. The dream. There's something about holding your own and standing tall as a couple in a fucking Lamb of God show that is incredibly unique and worth it. But you don't show up to whatever the concert is trying to make that connection.
Like, I get it. We were under the guise that it was a date, but again, at the same time, it's a concert. In this case, not Lamb of God, it was Rise Against. And when she first said she wanted to go to this Rise Against
show.
Oh, a very loud show. But the fact that she wanted to go to a Rise Against concert as a guy that's a connoisseur of hard rock and metal music, I was like, okay, she's into some hard stuff. Let's go. She decked to the nines in all scene gear. She had ripped skinny jeans, so the oversized My Chemical Romance shirt where she tied a knot in the back and held together with a rubber band. You know what I'm talking about?
Old school, taking it back.
The scene hair that covers one eye, kind of like what I'm rocking right now. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, she already has me by the music interest, but also her aesthetic, because I'm still into the whole like scene girl thing. That's just me. And
same.
So we go to this concert, and that's when I realized this is going to be impossible, because A, it's going to be loud. B, there's a lot of people there that are going to be shoving each other, and C and a half, I'm going to be in that crowd of people shoving each other. So we won't ever get a chance to talk, because I'm going to go fuck off and mosh. That might sound insensitive, so I do apologize to you guys. It's just like, well, you didn't have to mosh.
Yes and no. I mean, as someone who's currently coming to that point in their life where their health prevents them from moshing, it's heartbreaking. I still do it, and I still have to be very careful, and I still regret it sometimes, but like, it's part of the scene, it's part of the culture, it's something I want to do. So if we're at this show, get with it or get out.
Like, this is what's about to happen, and it's gonna get gnarly, so either you're along for the ride or you're not. And she didn't mind me moshing. It was just, now that this concert's over, and the night's ended, we ended off with like just a simple hug, and we'll call each other later. But reminiscing about the night, I was like, even though we had a good time at this concert, it didn't feel like we were on a date. It just felt like we were just two people at a concert. We didn't bond over anything. And so sorry.
I'm gonna make quite a light counter argument right there, because I'm on the same side, but one of my buddies is a country guy, and country shows are notoriously chiller. It's a very social thing. So I mean, if you're going to stuff like that, that's fine, but don't say let's go to Rise Against or Attila or something heavy like that and say, oh yeah, we'll hang out. It doesn't work. But it does not.
You also have to remember that a lot of country music does have like lovey-dovey shit. It's like when I was still in the military and I was stationed in Virginia, I would go to this country western bar, and half of the music there, it was just, if it wasn't like a sad, like, not to do the stereotypical "my dog ran away" type of song, it was some form of love song, or like "I like you" song, "I want to spend time with you" song. So I think country, not to like be biased towards genres, but I think country music has more of that draw to bring in couples where you can actually bond over music, whereas with being a fucking metalhead, you can't exactly get to know somebody at a fucking Soilwork concert.
Aggressive choice.
I saw them open for Lamb of God and Killswitch Engaged in like 2006.
So sick.
It's great. But before we go on to another fucking rock talk, so one of the questions that it beams in the front of my mind before we go on to the stories, because trust me, we got stories, y'all. So relax. You want to get to know us? Maybe have a chance with us in the future? You don't.
He's lying. I'm available.
He's like,
I couldn't resist.
He's fucking capping. Trust me, I'm fucking single as fuck. But
trust me, as of this recording, painfully single right now.
I'm in the works of talking with somebody. It's not official. We've just hung out twice, and I think she's pretty. That. But yeah, so one of my biggest questions that I have burning in the front of my mind constantly, since the topic of dating comes up, what is one of your red flags? Like, what is your instant? Nope, I'm not pursuing this. She brings the market for why I shouldn't do it. Like, what red flag do you look out for?
I'm gonna catch so much shit. And to my friend who is into this stuff, I love you to pieces. Don't ever let this think I'd make you think I'm have anything against you. If she starts the question with "What is your horoscope?" I am out, my guy. That is so concerning when someone's trying to make life decisions and they're like, "What is your horoscope?" And you're like, "I don't fucking know, man." We were both talking about. I'm thinking of a very specific example. Give me a moment. Oh yeah. We were both talking about the local culture and folklore a few minutes ago because you like weird, creepy shit. Like, let's go back to that. That was fun. Like, I don't know what the fucking stars mean, man. I'm just a dude.
Like, I still find it weird, just to go on a little bit of a tangent. I find it weird when people are just like, oh yeah, look at these constellations, and it's just a gaggle of stars, and a random line was drawn. I'm like, yep, that's Taurus. It's definitely some stars. The only one I could identify, well, two technically, are the Dippers, and that's because they actually look like pots.
Yeah. Orion is easy to find.
Oh yeah, Orion's belt. Thank you, Men in Black.
No, the full Orion. Like, yeah, his belt are the 3 center stars, but that is a full dude with a spear.
Oh. I'll have to see.
Yeah, I know astrology. I had to learn for Boy Scouts so you can navigate at night. But like the whole your birth date nonsense is insane to me.
Dude, that is like one of my, before I go on to my pet peeves, that is also a pet peeve of mine. Just like, again, we don't mean to sound like we're flaming people, but I'm not one to believe the reason why you're acting like an asshole is because today is not your Taurus day, or like you're an Aries and I'm a ramen noodle. We just aren't compatible. We just can't even get along. You don't even know my name yet, and you've already said we can't get along.
One of my friends who feels the same way we do, a girl said, "Oh my god, I can't deal with that. I'm a Cancer." And he's like, "Yes, you are." And he left. Oh, dude, he was ruthless. That man didn't give a fuck.
Like, I constantly see these boyfriend appreciation posts, and then instead of saying like, I want to give a shout out to my boyfriend or to this lovely little being right here, one of my friends, not naming any names because I think she watches our shit, but I don't remember. She always she'll tag her boyfriend, and then she'll be like, I want to give a shout out to this lovely little Scorpio right here, because if it weren't for you in my life, my little like Golden Grace Sagittarius heart would be melting right now. And I'm like, did you refer to him as a lovely little Scorpio? You referred to your boyfriend as a horoscope.
That is, yeah. If you're gonna know me for something about me, not for some superstition that you. And I'm gonna say this right now: I will be the first person to admit there's spiritual shit in this world. I just don't buy into horoscopes personally. I feel like it's so much nonsense and pander.
Like, one more time, and again, I don't mean to sound like I'm wanting to shame people that do believe in horoscopes, or I am, whatever, take your pick. But
I don't care.
Give them a chance to actually get to know somebody, and don't base a critical judgment based off of when they were born. Because ultimately, that's what you're doing
right here.
That's what you're doing. Yeah. It's like, oh, you were born on this day. Fuck you.
You can't be trusted. First of all, I don't even know you. And second of all, that was rude.
First of all, suck my taint. Secondly, what's your name?
Bye, Felicia. So we rambled on about my thing for like 10 minutes, I'm sure. What, do you have a red flag, DJ?
Well, besides that one, I guess, I don't know if you would require it, or like, not require, but like label it as a red flag or something that I look for, but, when a girl doesn't like my nerddom. Like, I am a gaming nerd, I watch anime, I have copious amounts of manga, starting to build a figurine collection, and if you look at my shit and you go, what the hell is this? This is pointless and stupid. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, you could not enjoy your partner's hobby politely. 100%. There's a polite way to do that. And I hate that, oh, this is stupid and immature. And like, first of all, I pay taxes. I'm not hurting anybody. And this is the shit I was raised with. Let me be happy in my life. I didn't ask to get this kind of bereavement 10 seconds into the conversation.
I didn't ask for this attack. Thank you very much, Suzanne.
Right? I don't talk shit about you and your fucking squishmallows on the dash.
Dude, the fucking squishmallows. Respect to them because they are soft, but when you have like fucking, here I am being Teapot calling the kettle black, but when your entire bed is covered with them to where I can't even tell what color your sheets are.
You know what the gecko said?
What?
If we got to cut this, Brandon, I'm sorry. He said a line of squishmallows across the dash is the opposite of a thin blue line on the back of your car.
Wait, what? Oh.
That person is gonna fight the police.
Yep.
Actively.
Yep. Oh god, but so yeah, I guess my thing is just like, just respect what I'm into, and I'm gonna respect what you're into. Because so I already know we're going to have like civil discourse, and like there might be something that you're interested in that I'm not, and there's gonna be something I'm interested in that you're not. But don't don't shame your partner or potential partner because they like something that you don't. Half the time you might just not understand what it is that they like, and if you try it out, you might like it. Trust me, I've met a lot of gaming nerds that beforehand we're like, video games are a waste of time, and I'm like, just play one game, just try it out. Now I got a buddy who's obsessed with every stealth game ever.
You don't even need to be like into whatever their hobby is. Just be accepting, because at the end of the day, you're trying to find a person, not a hobby partner.
Yeah,
you're gonna have differences. It's healthy to be with someone who's different from you. That's how you build. That's how you grow. If you go out and find a clone of yourself, there's a very real chance you two are going to hate each other within 6 months.
I never want to feel like I'm dating me. Like if you don't have any differences with me, then I'm dating myself, but myself just has an anatomical vagina. And
potentially. I don't know. Sorry.
I'm gonna hook up with some type of science experiment. Trust, believe, dude. But
them aliens come down, they getting it. I'm gonna go fuck.
Make it soon, please. I miss
you. Shout out.
Let's see. My thing is just accept the fact that I'm a nerd. My last like serious relationship, we had that. You know that meme of that people post online of like dude sitting there playing video games with his girlfriend behind him, and sometimes it's good captions, sometimes it's bad captions. But that was the relationship we had. She knew that I was a geek, and she posted a picture, like a selfie of her and me in the background playing some Xbox. Around this time, it was Black Ops 4, and she captioned it, "That's my man right there." It was a very positive post, and people are just like, "Oh my god, he's not paying attention to you. How dare you?"
Oh yeah.
And you're just gonna tolerate that. And this woman defended me, and I mean defended me. Like, she started like posting saying, "Listen, of all the places he could be, he's safe in here with me. Here. He could be outside where he could potentially get hurt or killed or worse, but instead he's safe in this house with me." And I'm like, take me. Just take me.
That is someone who knows what real life is. Who knows that shit could be a million times worse. And I'm comfortably hanging at home with the hubby. Like, that is healthy place to be in, instead of, oh yeah, we have to do this, we have to keep up appearances, we're going to this bar tonight, and be like, first of all, I just worked 72 hours this week.
First of all, fuck yourself. Secondly, not.
Or on the other end of it, like, first of all, babe, I'm gonna need you to take 3 steps back. Your eyes aren't open right now. You need to sleep.
Trust me, I know a couple like that where it's mainly she, not he. She wants to keep up appearances because she's the flex artist. I'm like, oh, we just came back from, this vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Do you know where that is?
Cool.
No, it's over here. I really don't give a shit. Yeah, we'll just call him Paul in this case. I'm like, Paul, you're still tolerating this?
Yeah, it keeps you happy, man. Keeps you happy.
And I'm like, you gotta be. Well, I'm not gonna say stand up for yourself, but he was that guy. Like, you know what? Keeps her happy, and she's not talking to me.
She's not talking to me. I'm sorry. That's just a great way to phrase that. She ain't talking to me. You deal with it.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
And like, by no means am I like sitting here trying to give dating advice, because like I said, I've been chronically single for the last God knows how long, up until my last relationship.
2 months.
No, I'm talking serious relationship, not like casually dating and then hanging out.
That last one was pretty legit.
Oh, the one from like 2 years ago?
No, with homegirl had to move.
Oh. Then again, that only lasted like, I'd say 3 weeks. We fell really quickly for each other.
I feel like had life not got in the way, that definitely would have kept going.
Oh yeah, 100%. And if you're watching this, again, I'll leave your name redacted, but if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well.
That's always the hard thing too. Life gets in the fucking way sometimes. Somebody's got to move for work, and something happens and you can't see each other anymore due to scheduling. Dude, it's the fucking worst.
Dude, I still remember when she told me that she had to move, and she was actually of all places moving to fucking Virginia, where I came from. And I'm like, damn. Are you fucking serious right now?
Take me home, country roads.
I even asked her, like, even though she didn't have to tell me, but I just politely asked her, like, why are you moving to Virginia? This is kind of sudden. She goes, oh, I got an amazing job offer out there, and I can't pass this up. You know what? Fair.
You can't be mad at that.
You're looking out for number one, and that is what you absolutely need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Your mental health matters. Whether you're by yourself or in a relationship, your mental health always matters, and you need to look after it at all times.
Never sell yourself short.
I'm not trying to Dr. Phil or sound like, you need to break up with that bitch today, but just make sure that you are mentally sound.
This is just 2 old heads that have seen some shit and need you to know that you have options.
2 old heads that have been around the block.
Oh yeah.
But real quick, we are about halfway into the recording, maybe a little bit further.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's already been 20 minutes.
Damn.
Time flies when you're talking about dating. But we're going to kick it over to our partner of this video, Dubby. Take it away.
Hey everyone, NoSkill Mike here. Just to throw out the friendly reminder that Dubby is still live and supporting us. They're dropping new flavors, stickers, and even a new waifu cup. So if you want to do your part and kick in just the tiniest a bit, we'd appreciate it ever so much. All you gotta do is use code NSC at dubby.gg whenever you make an order, and you help everybody out, yourself included. Till next time.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, DJ. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's now public Discord server. Yes, that is it. It is open now. You can join in the link in the description down below. We'll pretty much hang out there every single day. So whether you want to drop a meme, maybe drop some music, there's a space that's right for you down at the NoSkill Entertainment Discord. So maybe I'll see you there sometime. Bye now. And we are back. Hello. Welcome back. Hopefully enjoyed that pretty little ad read. Once again, thank you to Dubby for hanging out with us. You are beautiful, you are lovely, and I hope your beers taste nice and crisp every single time. Unless you don't drink, I hope your Coca-Cola is always carbonated and never flat. And also, join the Discord. Please. We're kind of cool. We think so. So come on out and hang out with us. We're usually in there almost every single freaking day. So pop on in and drop a couple of memes, drop some music, maybe hang out with us in one of the public VCs. You never know. You never know what you're going to find. It's a good time there. So consider joining. Thank you. Kisses. back to what we were talking about: dating.
Yes.
And before we cut to commercial break, we talked about how we're old heads and we've been through the ringer. We've seen everything, or at least most everything that could potentially happen in a relationship, whether we were a part of it or we've seen it.
Or the best seat in the house from the side.
Because I know I changed a lot over the years when I first started dating back in I'd say my first official date, I was in 8th grade. I wore a suit and brought a bouquet of flowers to a girl so we can go watch a movie at the movie theater.
Damn, you went all out.
Well, because I thought, you know what, this is a date. This is something formal. I need to wear a suit. Around this time, I lived in Phoenix, Arizona in the summer in a suit. 120 degrees. Suit. You can put the rest together. It was hot. But I've gone through so many phases in my personal dating life of growing up. I was the kid that was I was a yes man. I'm just gonna agree and yes, anything that you say and do because I don't want you to hate me because I say no one time.
Fair.
To where now, at my old ass age, just oh, so I'm gonna go and do this. Cool.
Peace.
Are you okay with me going out dressed like this? You can wear whatever the hell you want. Just let me know if dudes start touching you, because I'll lump them up, okay? Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say I don't care, but it's one of those you might have noticed it later on in your years. It's just you know what? I don't need to sweat the small stuff.
As a person, I'm very go with the flow, and I don't really worry about other people's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to the point where, sorry, a little while back, I was having a very real conversation with my friend, and we'll call her Aurora. That's not a real name, but that's what our coworkers thought her name was for 9 months. So, and she was too polite to correct anybody. And, her old man wasn't comfortable with her wearing certain stuff. And she's big into cosplay. She's big into Comic-Con. And we had a very real conversation of hey, it's your life, your body. You do what you want with it. If you don't feel comfortable, that's where you stop. If he's throwing a tantrum because you want to dress like a Mortal Kombat character, I'm not going to be trying to drive wedges between you guys. But he has some insecurity issues. You need to get to the bottom of is he okay and does he have something he need to work out, or is this something that you guys need to work out as a couple?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you can stress over the little shit, but if you don't have that faith in your partner to just go exist and happily enjoy themselves, you kind of got to sort yourself out.
Anytime I'm dating somebody, my mindset is, hey, as long as you come back, whether I'm with you or not, especially if I'm not with you, as long as you come back to me untouched and unscathed, we're kosher. And if you do end up getting in trouble, I trust you to call me so I can come help you. That's all.
Exactly. Be safe, be happy, be alert. Enjoy your time. Make sure everyone comes back in one piece. And if shit does go wrong, respond accordingly.
Mm-hmm. But respect to Aurora for basically wanting to dress up in cosplay every single day, where cosplay is your closet. That's crazy.
It wasn't every single day.
Okay.
But she was getting into the scene. She did want to start going to events and really being a part of the culture. And when her old man saw one of the costumes she was going to wear, which wasn't actually that bad as far as Mortal Kombat characters go, he flipped his shit.
Trust me, as long as you're not dressed up like Cammy, because you're gonna be walking around with a wedgie after the first hour. Them things are cinched into her crack.
No, this one was MK10. Yeah, MK10 katana, where she had the shorts and the actual
Oh,
it was a belly shirt, but it wasn't showing a whole lot.
That ain't terrible. Trust me, we've seen worse cosplays at conventions.
Oh yeah. I've seen tape and floss, dude.
Yep.
But this full lost his mind.
And again, ladies, understand this from just two dudes. In case you can tell I'm a dude. Wear what you want, wear what you feel comfortable with, but always just make sure that you keep yourself safe. I'm not saying that you're at fault, but I am definitely saying, people suck. People in this world absolutely suck. So just keep yourself safe and hopefully you're having fun. So, where was I? What was I about to say? Oh yeah, so So now, the stories that we personally been through, I know, because like I said, I've changed so much over the years of like, I'm just gonna be the yes man because I want you to like me. To, what do you want to do? You want to go to the bar? Yeah, let's go. One of my favorite dating stories that I can tell is this girl. She I don't want to use the term stupid.
Oh yeah, it's one of those, baby.
But this was a while ago. This was I'd say at least seven years ago when that breakout of Ebola came out, the 3 cases in Texas. And then they like shut down the entirety of Texas for 2 weeks, and everybody's just like, "Oh no, this is gonna be the demic, Ebola. It's on the rise." And so we're having a conversation about this. I don't see it as a big deal because again, this is happening in Texas. There's only 3 cases, and we live all the way in New England. But so I was just like, yeah, just section out the people that have this Ebola, let it pass, and then they can move on. And she was just like, have this Ebola? How racist are you? And I'm like,
what?
And I was like, you want to run that by me again? She goes, they don't have Ebola. They are Ebola. And I'm like, okay. I gotta hear this logic. I gotta hear this logic. They are Ebola. What do you mean? And then she drops the Ebolians. What? And I'm like,
drink for this story.
They don't have Ebola. They are Ebola. The Ebolians. What the fuck are you getting at? And then she hits me with, yeah, duh. Isn't Ebola a country?
Oh, you poor stupid thing. You poor stupid thing.
And then she hit me like, you thought the front hand hurt, right? Oh no, now we still got to get the backhand. Her geography. Because I'm curious about this now. I'm just like, so Ebola is a country. Where is Ebola located on the geographical map of the globe of the world? And she goes, well, duh, it's in South America. It's in Africa, just below Egypt, and to the left of Brazil.
Okay. Yeah, DJ, cheers.
He's got to drink the pain away. Look at that. Launch you.
The planet we live on, ladies and gentlemen. The big flat planet we live on.
I gave her some partial credit. She got correct. Egypt in Africa, but then when she hit me with next to Brazil, which is in South America, I was like, wow. So, you want to know what I did?
What did you do, Deej?
So I, after a while of just like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it anymore. I'm a douchebag, but I'm not an asshole. Or or vice versa. I'm an asshole, but I'm not a douchebag. I excused myself real quick, told her that I'd be right back. I went up to my server, asked what our total was right then and there. She said it's this. I gave her the money, said keep the change, and I went to the bathroom and I dove out the window.
I want to be mad at you, but I feel that. And I'm going to make a point of order here to the audience. It's really hard when you have those people who know nothing about life to just be like, I'm out because I don't feel comfortable with it. They don't get it. They don't get why you don't feel good about this situation. Like, I've had to explain to someone that Tokyo was not in China, and that was a very uncomfortable conversation. Are you?
I passed away for about 4 seconds. Sushi said I had to teach somebody that Tokyo isn't in China. Diet Pepsi went down the wrong pipe.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were drinking.
That was great, though.
Oh, dude, and it was like painfully uncomfortable. They're like, "Yeah, isn't that like all those cars you're into? Aren't they from China?" And I'm like, "No, they're from Japan." "Oh no, Japan's in China." And I'm like, "What?
Sir, I think
Did you just what?"
Sir, I think you might be racist.
Just dumb, dude. They don't know. Like, they don't know. And like everybody who's like, no, everybody knows. You went to school with that one motherfucker who was there and never heard a word the teacher said. They were there for 365 days of the year and maybe heard 9 sentences total. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's Tanner in 3rd grade. All he heard was recess and lunchtime.
Dude, we had a guy in our senior year. No, he was in our senior year who was 21. He had been held back so many times.
And I think that's the max is they'll hold you until you're 21. Like,
which is creepy.
Yeah, we had a double senior in my high school who was 20, and he gloated like he was the toast of the town. He thought he was big man on campus, like, "Oh yeah, I'm 20 years old, and I'm older than all of you." Like, yeah, you're hanging out with a bunch of 18 somethings because you're a dumbass.
Yeah, pretty much.
But no, so going back to dating before we slander and slam our old classmates, which sounds like that might be a fun tavern talk where we just talk about old school, high school stories. That could be fun because I know I got into some shit in high school. So do I. Well, now we know what the next episode's going to be. Get ready for that. But now, so I told a dating disaster story where Ebola is apparently a country.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any sort of dating disaster story, something that you've been through or seen or anything?
I've got an old one,
okay.
And this is going to be way back. I think I was fresh out of high school at the time.
All right.
But this one always sticks out to me because I'm from a farmer's town, and some of these farmers are what we'll call old school. And they weren't too keen on me talking to their daughters for reasons of pigmentation and sorts. So,
Melody.
I was getting... in my soul. We're not doing that right now. So I had a friend. It started to develop a little bit more than that, and I'm like, "Hey, I know your family's kind of strict. If you want to come kick it at my place, because my folks know where we are. They know what kind of community we're in, and they understood the situation, so they were super cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, you want to come by and hang out, kick it? We'll do this, we'll do that, and like." Will be cool. It's at my pet place. It's a Latino household, so there's always hella people in the house
and food.
It'll be yeah, that too. Honestly, there's a reason I'm heavy. But anyways, so one day we're hanging out, we're having fun, we're shooting the shit, and her fucking dad calls. "Hey, I sent you into town," and to the minute he knew exactly how long she had been gone. And he's like, "Yeah, you shouldn't need more time than this and this and this because there's no blah 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 construction." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm at the store right now. It's real busy. It's taking care." That's bullshit. I want to talk to one of the employees. And she's panicking. My family can hear this whole thing going on because I didn't have a wall sorry, we were in a big room with no walls or doorways. It was just an open section of the house. So I'm like, I got this. I grab her phone, put on a slightly deeper voice. "Hey man, like your kid's freaking out. What's going on, man? How can I help you today? What's going on?" "Oh well, like blah blah blah. Who are you?" I gave him one of my old teachers' names that I'm good family friends with because I'm like, fuck it. If anyone's getting beat up, why not make it Miguel? And dropped this full last name. And I'm like, "Yeah, this is my name. I'm a stalker here. What, like, can I help you? Like, you still haven't said why your kid's freaking out in my store." "Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. What do you do there?" I'm like, "I just told you I'm a stalker. I stock the shelves. All the freight. That's what I do." "Well, why are you work in the back? Why are you up front?" I'm like, "Fool, I'm trying to get a Swisher and enjoy my life. Wasting my time and tell me I was getting heated with." And my family could hear this, and they're fucking laughing, bro. They are rolling in the living room, just losing their shit the other side of the house. And he's like, "Oh, bro, can you help her get along, man? She's trying to get home." I'm like, "It's cool. It's getting dark out. I see that. We'll try to get it moving, man. Like, you have a good night, sir. She's a fucking grown adult, man. Like, be nice, because we were out of high school at this point, and like, the dude hangs up. I'm like, hey, you should really get going. He sounds pissed, and she's like, how do you just lie like that? I'm like, let me get this out of there. It runs in the family. I'm very good at it. It's not something I personally enjoy. We're trying to hang out. We're trying to spend some time, and your dad's stuck in his old school ways, and I'm just trying to try to be cool. Let's have some fun. So some time goes by. Things ended up not working out. I didn't hold a grudge. We were cool. It was funny. Before we got to that point, no, it was right after. It was right after we got to that point, and we parted ways, and everything went well. I get a job interview because I just got laid off from the company I was at. It's her fucking dad's company. And he walks in, and I'm like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? He's like, my name's Big Jim. And I'm like, oh, I know. Don't you worry. He did not recognize me. And she had worked for the company at one point. And I'm like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. I talked to the office lady trying to play dumb. Oh, I fired that lazy bitch. And I'm like, holy shit, this dude is ruthless.
Jesus.
He's just a rotten human being. And the whole time I'm bullets. I did the interview. I did everything super formal. As soon as I got out, I ran down the fucking street, got in my car, and went to apply to every other automotive place in our area because I was not going to work with that motherfucker.
No.
I got the job. That's the worst part. I got the job within 48 hours, and someone in the cosmos was looking out for me and gave me an opportunity to go work somewhere else instead. I missed the cutoff by about that much because I was a young kid out of high school. I didn't have a lot of money to my name. I was trying to keep the bills paid.
Trying to keep the bills paid and a bed under you.
I always had a place to live, but I went to a trade school and I had student loans piling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
For anybody who's like, oh, trade schools are cheap. In 2013, it was $38,000.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's not cheap. If you think that's cheap, fuck you and your Bugatti you rolled in on.
Right, I will say $32,000 is significantly cheaper than the $180 if you go to a full-fledged university. And even then, some of the universities are more expensive than the others, you Ivy League fucks.
Oh, UCs are brutal. And if you can make it through that system and come out, you have my respect. I can't do that. I've been an automotive guy my entire life, and I'm not built for that. But yeah, dude, I had to fake being a Walmart employee to her dad and then showed up to an interview with him within a month. This was all in the span of a month.
Fuck that. Holy shit. But I actually have had to do the whole taking a phone call on in somebody's stead. But in this case, I had to pretend to be the gay best friend. So, she's just one of my friends. We've known each other for literally ever. And she had this boyfriend that was like super. He uses the term protective. I use the term controlling. Like she can't talk to any other dude. The only dudes that she's allowed to talk to are her family, and even then, some of the dudes in her family she can't talk to, and then her gay friends. Those are the only people that she's allowed to talk to. Yada yada yada. First off, that's fucking disgusting. And you need to relax. You're gonna
going back to our red flag section of the video, right fucking there.
First off, relax. Secondly, sit down. Thirdly, mind your business. Let her have friends. It's fine. If you're that uncomfortable, you need to sort yourself out, kid. And I do mean kid. Sorry. Chill DJ back in action. So we're hanging out. She's wanting to hang out behind his back, and we're at the mall. We're just mall ratting because we grew up doing that. We were just mall rats. And he calls her. She immediately rushes outside. I'm right behind her. He hears the sounds of the mall, and he immediately goes, "Who are you with? Because I know you don't go to the mall by yourself. You're too scared, and your anxiety would flare up. Who are you with? Yada 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 yada."
That is psycho shit.
And she knows that she can't say me because I'm on the banned list. And immediately, I'm just like, "Say it's Roger."
Give me the phone.
And Roger is her token gay best friend. Oddly enough, Roger and I look pretty similar. At one point, people thought we were each other's doppelganger. So she said, I'm here with Roger. Immediately, I'm just like, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Let me do magic. So I take the phone immediately, just like, hello, hi. And I just put on the act.
DJ's playing the part, as it were.
And she's like, oh, she's out there at the mall with you? Yes. Why? What's wrong? Oh, no, nothing. It's just, I didn't know who she was, who she was with, and I wanted to make sure that she was fine and safe. She's perfectly fine. She's with me. Okay, we're just going to the mall. We're gonna get nails, and then she's going back. We weren't getting nails. We were going to Hot Topic.
Hell yeah, baby.
Back when Hot Topic was cool. But yeah, so she starts panicking. I give the phone back to her. He apologizes and hangs up the phone. And this is where I do the quick little 2-minute, maybe 60-second intervention of how much longer you're going to put up with it. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. And we moved on and had our time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I've had to do the whole, like, pick up the phone in someone's stead
Yep.
thing. It is fucking strenuous and stressful. I'm like, am I selling this properly? Is he going to believe me?
I was having a great time. I was also like, let me rephrase this. Before I was 24, dude, I had a borderline personality disorder. I was a cocky little bastard. I was just fucking ruthless, and I don't have that in me no more. I was like, come on, sit down, woman. I got this. Like, I don't know why.
See, that's why I don't understand, especially with, like, dating now.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that know DJ, I'm a weird dude. Like I'll leave my age out of it, but let's just say I still dress like a 16-year-old scene kid. And I'll go. This happened recently. I went to the bar a couple of weeks ago, and I'm talking to this girl. Her friend comes up and she immediately starts assessing me, and she thinks that I don't have confidence. She thinks I'm cocky because I said I don't care what people think. Well, that's the thing. That's truth and reality. I don't care what you think. I'm not saying I'm above you or you're beneath me. I'm just simply saying your opinion of me, especially if negative, kind of don't give a shit. If I gave a shit, I wouldn't be wearing skinny jeans in the winter.
Right.
But then the other one, the girl that I was talking to, she's just like, you just seem so full of confidence because, like, you, in anything that you're doing, the way you talk, the stories you tell, the way that you walk rings confidence. And I'm like, I'm just walking.
This is what happens when you achieve true Zen.
Sigma status, as they would. I am
Sigma male stride.
I am C-Dog.
Oh, Deej, when you hit a stopping point, please let me know. The memory came back to me.
Take it away.
Oh, okay, we're there.
Yeah.
So, after I had parted ways with the nice lady from the previous story, whose name is going to be left out because we still work in the same circles, so I don't want to air out her bullshit publicly. But, anyways, we're talking, we're hanging out, and we go our separate ways. And a couple months go by, and Christmas rolls around, and in our area, there's a big tree lighting ceremony. Everybody from miles and miles comes around. All the lights, the music, the festivities, the whole area it's in turns into like a Polar Express Christmas themed town. It's actually really cool. And some would say it is, to a degree, a romantic thing. Go out there with your partner, start the Christmas holidays. So I'm out there, and I feel kind of bad because I'm out there with my cousin, and she is vicious. I love her to death, but she's one of the cruelest, meanest people you'll ever meet in your life. And it does affect her dating life. So she's like, hey, I want to go get these shots because she's a photographer. And she's like, yeah, I want to get these shots out of my portfolio. Would you mind taking me out there? No one will take me. I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't give a shit. We get out there. My cousin, who's a little younger than me, sees me recognize this girl that I had been talking to recently. And she walks right in our path, and she's like uncomfortable as shit. Oh hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh hey, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And I go to her new boyfriend, who's one of my oldest friends. I'm 30 years old. I've known this guy for 20 of my years. Walk up, dap him up, big hug. I'm like, yo, dude, what you doing? And she just panics. I see all the color leave this girl's body, and I'm like, hey man, You guys have fun. You two crazy kids, get out of here. Blah blah blah. And my cousin's like, oh hey, you know her and you know him. I'm like, boy, and that's the girl I didn't work out with recently. My cousin dropped her camera into her bag, zips it up, rolls up her fucking sleeves, and says, I'm gonna go break that bitch's neck. And I got my cousin in a standing rear naked choke, and I'm like, calm the fuck down, woman. And she strong as shit. And my legs like kicking, trying to keep my fucking footing. And I'm like, knock it off. It didn't go that bad. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna mess her up. I'm like, stop this shit. This is why you're single. You need to fucking relax. And this is an old couple seeing this fucking happen. And the dude is like trying not to piss himself. And then the old lady's embarrassed as shit, dude. It was a whole deal. I'm like, fucking good. She stops finally. I'm like, you need to calm down. She's like, I don't give a fuck. You don't fucking just walk up to me like that. I don't give a shit if it was peaceful. You can keep your goddamn distance. And I'm like, chill the fuck out, woman. Jesus.
Relax, ain't that deep.
Dude, it was not that bad. It was not that bad. And then, like, oh my god. Fuck. We reflected on that a little later. And my cousin's, I love her to pieces, takes a long sip of her beer and says, I still would have killed her. And I'm like, you need to reflect on your life, please. Go to therapy. Do something.
See, that's one of the beautiful things about having like family members that are willing to do stuff like that. Because I know immediately my mom, my aunt, and my uncle are just like that. To where like as soon as anything happens to one of their kin, they're ready to throw down. And these are a bunch of hardened Southerners. And I still remember like my mom. She loved one of my girlfriends when I was in high school. She thought she was so sweet and she was so mindful. She had manners. There were times when she would like come over and she was in the kitchen with my mom cooking shit, something like that. My mom didn't even let me do it with her. But she's in this kitchen with my girlfriend. They're cooking, they're having fun, they're sharing laughs, and she's just the sweetest thing. Then quite literally coin flipped one day, didn't work out, we broke up. My mom's sitting there just like, so when is so-and-so coming over? It's been a little while. I'd like to see her again. Actually, Mom, we broke up last week. She was a whore and I was fucking hated her.
That is 100% my mom, because when that whole thing happened, I shit you not, my mom went for psychological warfare. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go tell that bitch. I can't believe she picked that loser instead of my son. And I'm like, woman, relax. It's not that deep. We'll move on. I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think that is the old school mentality, though. Back in the day when times were a little different, there was no cancel culture. When there was smaller communities, it really was the protect your own kind of mindset. And nowadays, you don't see that as much. And I kind of like it more. I kind of like knowing that even if you maybe had an okay circumstance, your family had your back no matter what. Like, that is just a weird feeling to this generation who doesn't quite get it.
But to simple teenager DJ, when I hear she was a whore and I always hated her, I'm like, wait, Mom, you always hated her? She was just like, yeah, like you never liked her at all. I mean, I liked her when y'all were together. Then when did you stop liking her? When you told me y'all weren't together.
Exactly.
Simple as that. She's not
with
my son.
Her boy. You do not understand what this means, DJ.
That's what my mom. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh fuck! I'm just laughing.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Yeah, that's what my mom. Breaks it down for me. She goes, "You don't understand. Now that she's not with you, baby, she can kick rocks."
Exactly.
And I hope she stubs her toe kicking a boulder in sandals. I'm like, damn, woman, shit. You need to be graphic like that.
Yep.
Because and then there's my aunt. My aunt is the fucking fighter of the family. She's like my mom and my aunt. They're twins. There's literally 5 minutes separating them. But my mom, she's the passive aggressive. Yeah, fuck that hoe. I don't give a fuck about her ass. Then there's my aunt. All right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make love to her father.
Deep psychological warfare. Let's go, baby.
And then there's my uncle, whom is a year older than both of them, but he wants to scrap everything. He's just like, you lucky that she a female, so I can't put my hands on her. But where's her daddy? I can punch him though. I'm like, Unc, it's not that deep. It's just a high school relationship. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, you know what is fine? Lumping his ass up. I'm getting the car keys. Getting the car. Now, where does she live? I'm not telling you. That's fine. We'll drive around until we find her. We're bound to run in there at some point.
Oh, exactly.
So where I'm like, I don't think I should date anymore because in case it doesn't work out, my mom already hated you. My aunt wants to have sex with your dad, and my uncle wants to fight your dad.
I was on the opposite end, man. Feeling that many people having my back, that was what I needed when I was just curbed for a fucking crackhead.
Oh, you got curbed for the crackhead? Eehee.
Dude, I should have seen the immediate red flag when I met this dude, and his parents are like, "Oh yeah, was he okay? Did he cause problems?" I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck do you know that I don't?" Yeah, that's a concern right there. Like, did he? I just met the motherfucker, and like, what do you know? What has he done?
Like, is there something y'all want to tell me that he did? Because it seems like y'all are keeping secrets with me.
Oh yeah, dude, it was wild shit.
By the way, real quick before we go, we got a fun, exciting video in store for you guys. So get ready for that. Let's just say we've expanded, and I'll leave it at that. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is outro time. We've made it to the end of this dating disastrous episode of the Tavern Talk. Thank you for hanging out with us, Mikey. Any last statements, words, exclamations you want to say?
Don't sell yourself short. Be smart and learn from the dudes who have already been there to fuck up before you, because we will help you.
And controlling Calvin. Let her wear what she wants. There's a reason why she's with you, because she likes you. Okay? But I'll leave it at that. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up that down below there's some buttons in the comment section, and I highly suggest you do whatever you want to with them, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Peace.